Mga ka-vloggy babies, welcome back to my channel. This is Jester Igot. So today, we're going to discuss or promote the 13th Philippine Patient Bill of Rights. So, let's go mga ka-vloggy babies.
Philippine Patient Bill of Rights. The goal of health services is to provide all patients with outstanding and confidentially health care. In order to effectively accomplish of this goal, we must work as a team to develop and to maintain optimum health. Patients' rights. Number 1. Right to appropriate medical care and humane treatment. Every person has a right to health and medical care corresponding to his state of health without any discrimination and within the limits of the resources, manpower, competence available for health and medical care at the relevant times. Number 2. Right to informed consent. The patient has a right to a clear, truthful, and substantial explanation in a manner and language understandable to the patient of all proposed procedure, whether diagnostic, preventive, correlative, rehabilitative, or therapeutic, wherein the person who will perform the said procedure shall provide his name and credential to the patient. Possibilities of the any risk of morality or serious side effect, problems related to recuperation and probability of success, and reasonable risks involved, provide that the patient will not be subjected to any procedure without his written informed consent. Number 3. Right to privacy and confidentiality. The privacy of the patients must be assured at all stages of this treatment. The patient has the right to be free from unwarranted public exposure except in the following cases. A. When his mental or physical condition is in controversy and the appropriate court, in its discretion, order him to submit to a physical or mental examination by a physician. B. When the public health and safety so demand. And C. When the patient waives this right in writing. Number 4. Right to information. In the source of his/her treatment and hospital care, the patient or his/her guardian has a right to be informed of the result of the evaluation of the nature and extent of his/her disease. The patient or his legal guardian has the right to examine and be given an itemized bill of the hospital and medical services rendered in the facility or by his/her physician and other healthcare providers, regardless of the manner and source of payment. It is entitled to a true explanation of such bill. Number 5. Right to choose healthcare provider and facility. The patient is free to choose the healthcare providers to serve him as well as the facility, except or when he is under the care of a service facility or when public health and safety so demands or when the patient expressly waives this right writing. Number 6. Right to self-determination. The patient has the right to avail himself or herself of any recommended diagnostic and treatment procedures. Any person of legal age of a sound mind may make an advance written directive for a physician to administer terminal care when he or she suffer from the terminal phase of a terminal illness. Number 7. Right to religious belief. The patient has the right to refuse medical treatment or procedures which may be contrary to his religious belief, subject to the limitation provided that such a right shall not be imposed by parents upon their children who have not reached the legal age in life-threatening situation as determined by the attending physician or the medical director of the facility. Number 8. Right to medical records. The patient is entitled to a summary of his medical history and condition. He/she the right to view the content of his medical record except the psychiatric notes and other incriminatory information obtained about third parties, with the attending physician explaining contents thereof at his expenses and upon discharge of the patient. Number 9. Right to leave. The patient has the right to leave hospital or any other healthcare institution regardless of his physical condition provided that A. He or she is informed at the medical consequence of his/her decisional. B. He/she release those involved in his/her care from any obligation. C. His/her decision will not prejudice public health and safety. Number 10. Right to refuse participation in medical research. The patient has the right to be advised if the healthcare provider plans to involve him in medical research, including but not limited to human experimentation, which may be performed only with the written informed consent of the patient. Number 11. Right to correspondence and to receive visitors. The patient has the right to communicate with relatives and other persons and to receive visitors subject to the responsible limits prescribed by the rules and regulation of the healthcare institution. Number 12. Right to express grievance. The patient has the right to express complaints and grievance about the care and services received without fear of discrimination or reprisal and to know about the disposition of such complaints. Such a system shall afford all parties concerned with the opportunity to settle amicably all grievances. Number 13. Right to be informed of his right and responsibilities as a patient. Every person has the right to be informed of his right and obligation as a patient. The Department of Health, in coordination with the healthcare providers, professional and civic groups, the media, Health Insurance Corporation, people's organization, local government organization, shall launch and sustain a nationwide information and education campaigns to make known to people their rights as patients. As declared in this act, such rights and obligations of patients shall be posted in a bulletin board conspicuously placed in a healthcare institution. That's it for today, and I hope you can learn something from me. And don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell below to notify my upcoming vlog, comedy, or educational video. Thank you and God bless. Bye bye.